I'm Shane Christopher, and this is Savagely Shane. Today we're going to talk about my journey, sobering up, and what I truly found out about myself. In the back of my mind, throughout all the years, I always knew I possibly was gay, or some will say bisexual, because I've been with girls and whatnot my whole life. But scenario being, I just knew I was gay. Just saying it out loud on a camera is a trip. But every time I dated a new girl, I would always say to myself in my head, I'd just be like, well, here you go again, Shane. Like, are you not going to find out if you like guys or not? And then I would apparently know. I'd close that door, and now I'm going to attempt to date and be what you were taught as a child. And from my age group and my day and age was definitely you got married to women and you had children, and that was it. It was not talked about in the late 80s, early 90s, coming out or anything like that wasn't very common. I went to high school with very few, maybe one or two people that were out, and that was it, the whole high school. So coming out now at my age is just it's again, I say it trip a bunch, but it's been a journey. It's been one hell of a journey. I feel better in my own skin, just knowing that I see myself the way I finally where I feel right. I feel good. I don't see myself wanting to date women anymore. I definitely see myself, I like to joke around and say I want to see the two little groomsmen on the top of the cake. I think that'll be so cool. One day, that'll be cool. But along the way, so sobering up, caught my girl. I ended up at my brother's house. After a couple months of living there, I came out to the family there. That was my brother and my sister-in-law. And started making phone calls to family, because I didn't want to post it on Facebook or like just blab it out like that and have a bunch of people that meant something to me think I was not being, I don't know if there's a fair way to tell people, but just this idea of just this is how I should do it. Some people took it better than I thought they would, and some people took it worse than I thought they would, and that was a surprise to me. And a learning experience. I wanted to be mad at them for not accepting me right away, but truly, how are you mad at someone for just maybe not being okay with what's happening right now? So time kind of helped my relationships with some of these people that may have not really wanted to accept me right away. But I remember when I told my dad, he literally started crying, and I was just like, what's going on? Why are you crying? And he said it takes a real man to be himself. And I was floored. I was just like, this is a Hallmark moment. I thought like the snow is gonna start coming down, and they were gonna be like, cut, that was perfect scene, we love it, let's print that. It was just such a magical moment, and I really tripped out on how to hear someone say that, like to be themselves and to truly be themselves. And that's what I've finally learning to do, is just truly be myself. And that's where I'm like the most savage in me, and the fierceness is all coming together. This is where I've becoming me, like at my 40s. I turn 41 next month. And that's a trip to think that I've spent so much time maybe just, putting on this facade and pretending to just go with what we all know. And I've been engaged a few times. I think they didn't work out because I knew that wasn't supposed to be. I was in a lot of serious relationships. Unfortunately, I know for a fact that they didn't work out because that's not how it was supposed to be. I was never going to be happy with them. I wasn't happy with myself, because I wasn't looking for that type of relationship. I was wanting to explore the other side and date men, and it's just It's a real trip saying it. But it was the best thing I've ever done. And like I previously said, and the ending of my last episode was I stopped chewing my fingernails, and it was just a weird thing to notice that I'd always just been uneasy, like uncomfortable in my own skin, to the point where that was something I was doing, just a nervous tick. And it's weird to think that I just said something, got something off my chest, and all of a sudden my hands just were free, and I didn't have to have them like like chewing like like some people do and whatnot. But it's been cool, and I love it, and I feel the best now than I've ever felt walking around, to whom it doesn't matter with whom or whatever, but I feel like I'm truly myself now. So sobering up, like, really, here I thought was just going to fix my problems, and honestly a relationship with a female, I thought that was going to help, and that didn't work. But I, along the lines, coming out and realizing that quitting whatever substances were helping mask my me being gay, was kind of keeping me in the closet. This idea of like drugs and alcohol do for a lot of people, they're covering up something, they're masking something. Like, for instance, real quick, in Idaho, I remember needing to pay bills, and all I had to do is get through a six-pack, and as soon as I got through a six-pack, I didn't need to care about those anymore. But I knew that number. I knew it was this many, and then I could just okay, now I could watch TV without a care. Now I could go about this. But anyways, same scenario being, like, all this drugs and alcohol were just keeping stuff down. And I didn't for one second think sobering up was gonna even give me the feelings or these thoughts to be where I'm gonna come out of the closet now. But that's it. Like, I truly am my true self because I quit. And what the drugs and alcohol were doing they were just keeping me muffled. I was muffling myself, and I've said that before. Like, don't let anyone do that. Don't let yourself do it, because I was doing it. So quitting these things in your life may help you out in ways you never thought possible, and they may open doors that you never thought were there, and they may make you feel better than you ever thought you could feel. Because I'm not regretting one decision I've made since I've started sobering up and gotten my life together. Coming out has been nothing but fun, and more exciting than I thought it would be, and I'm looking forward to the rest of my life. And only learning more about myself will be the plan, and having more fun. I just hope everyone can find their own savageness and find their own way to see who they truly are. Like, it's amazing when you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh shit, there I am. Where have you been my whole life? And now I'm going to work on growing better and loving myself better, so I could be the best version for someone else one day. But right now I'm just going to put forth this effort that I'm putting, and I'm going to grow, and it's going to be an experience for us all, and I want us all to experience what I'm experiencing, and living this true life of them that they have. And I want you to live savagely. I want you to live fiercely. I want you to leave your mark on this planet, and I don't doubt you will. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to savagely subscribe.